Commander, welcome. Let's get started right away.
Of course. I'm sure time isn't on our side.
It so rarely is. Galena Rans. I'm the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic. But don't hold that against me.
Honestly, every politician I've ever met was an idiot.
Well, let's see if I can make it through the briefing without embarrassing myself and go from there.
I believe you already know Fleet Admiral Newman.
Yes, we served together on Ilum, and in the battle to destroy the Gauntlet superweapon.
Correct. With your help, I hope to win a similar victory on Corellia. A nearly impossible task, unfortunately.
Alright then. How do we defend Corellia? How do we save the Meridian Complex shipyard?
The captured Dark Counselor, Darth Savick, revealed much about the enemy fleet's capabilities. But she didn't know their attack plan. I've positioned our ships for maximum flexibility. Rapid reaction is our best hope.
How can the Alliance fleet help with the battle?
I'd like to keep them hidden on the far side of the planet Talus. Once we've seen the Empire's strategy, they can hyper-jump in wherever they'll be most effective. Savick has also revealed that the Imperial Armada will include a group of dreadnoughts equipped with Isotope 5 generators, and another with silencer superweapons.
Meaning?
The Isotope 5 ships will be much faster than standard, with far stronger shields. The silencers can destroy capital ships in a single shot.
Sounds like we don't stand a chance.
Savick told us exactly how much Isotope 5 is left in the Empire's reserves. They won't be able to operate those ships for long.
And dreadnoughts equipped with silencer weapons sacrifice their hangars and most point defense weapons to do so. They'll be weak against starfighter attack.
Alright, that's everything in orbit. How about planet side?
Anti-aircraft turrets and defensive shielding are already in place. So long as they remain operational, the facility will be safe from aerial attack.
And our ground forces?
We've deployed as many soldiers as possible to the Meridian complex, but it was built as a shipyard, not a fortress. We can only station so many troops in the facility before we end up leaving them exposed. So, the rest are positioned as close by as possible.
I've gathered as many Jedi as I could to join the defense, including volunteers from Corellia's Green Jedi. But there are still too few to repel a significant Sith contingent. Commander, we'd like you and your Alliance forces to join the ground defense group and help tip the odds in our favor.
Yeah, it'll be 2 days of Friendship Friday this week. P-Tip78, thank you for the follow, welcome.
If we stop the Empire in orbit, the ground defenses won't be necessary. You don't think Newman can handle his job?
I think we should prepare for all possibilities.
We are at a significant numerical disadvantage. Ground defenses are only prudent.
Sounds like everyone knows their job. The Republic's counting on you, friends. If we're gonna put up a decent fight going forward, we need that shipyard. Make us all proud.
We're desperate.
Newman out.
We'll make our
Busy,
way
what
to
did you
Corellia in my personal ship. There should be just enough time to cook up a nice rishkate and a pot of Gatalenton before we arrive.
Of course.
Tao informed me of Arn's difficulties on Meksha. Excluding her from the situation did nothing to aid Arn's progress, or Tao's. Recognizing when help is needed can be very important, but recognizing who should be giving that help, that can be even more important.
You're making a huge mistake. Those two are a disaster waiting to happen.
Perhaps so, but that is my mistake to make. My responsibility, not yours. Just as Arn is Tao's responsibility, and not yours. Now then, enough talk. We have a battle to win, don't we? Not to mention, I was in the back to tank the last time Daerun brewed this tea of his. I want to see what all the fuss is about.
I got put in my place. Sorry, Nostromo.
But you must admit, it's hardly the Sith approach.
I've grown far stronger working beside him than I ever could have become through treachery.
Intriguing. I suppose the Sith Code never specifically calls for the usurpation of the Master by the apprentice. Merely the pursuit of greater power.
Precisely. It's only natural that the strongest should lead, but the goal should be strength, not necessarily leadership. If one is truly strong, leadership comes inevitably.
A unique point of view among the Sith.
Perhaps that's why we aren't among the Sith now.
Passing the time with a bit of philosophical discussion.
Yes, quite enjoyably, in fact. I hope we can speak more later.
Exiting hyperspace in the Corellia system, now.
Here we go.
Groups 4 and 5, position Orc 9. 6, 7, and 8 staggered column behind them.
Daerun here. Report.
The enemy arrived ahead of schedule. They're split into 3 groups we've designated Hound, Raptor, and Swarm. Energy signatures tell us Hound group contains the Isotope 5 dreadnoughts. They're approaching our lines head-on at maximum speed. Following behind, Raptor group, vertical halo formation to maximize field of fire. The silencers, covering Hound group's approach. Swarm group contains the bulk of the attacking fleet. It dropped out of hyperspace on the far side of the planet, well out of weapons range. Objective, unknown.
Understood. How can we help?
Approaching the vector we're sending now to avoid Raptor group's targeting range. Then make for the surface.
Admiral, it's Swarm Group. They've also opened fire.
Dun dun
Fire on
dun.
what? We're out of range.
They aren't firing on us. They're firing on the surface, the cities. Residential, manufacturing. It's totally indiscriminate.
We have to stop them. Thousands, even millions could die.
We have no ships to spare. Only the Alliance fleet in reserve, and we need them to drop the silencers. Commander.
Stick with the plan. Have Admiral Ego sweep in to destroy Raptor Group.
Copy that. Moving in now.
I wonder how many people will get killed from that.
What the? Reading multiple new targets. They must have been hidden by Hound's energy signatures.
Dun dun dun!
They're going to beat us to the surface. All shuttles, prepare for launch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-mm. We're doing this. We're doing this. I can't believe it. It's so horrible.
All clear?
Or Jabba the Hutt.
You saved me. Thank you. Thank you.
Commander.
Tau, Arn.
We're all right, old man.
And this is?
Theron Cedrax, foremost authority on exotechnology and principal systems engineer of this once fine facility.
Where's Darth Malgus?
Sidetracked, stalled, diverted. When I calculated that our physical security was insufficient, I rerouted all facility defense systems to a secondary control station near the top of the spire.
So you bought us a few minutes. Grand.
Better than nothing. You did well, my friend.
Lord Malgus? He and the last of his troops set off up the elevators toward the secondary controls. You're not too late to stop them.
If you read me, you better hunker down. Some of the reinforcements got past us, and they are not in a great mood.
We can hold this level with our troops. You 3, go on. Malgus must be stopped.
Come with us. We can fight him together.
No, seeing me alive will only fuel his rage even further. This is your fight, all 3 of you. Fight as one, and you can defeat him. May the Force be with you.
Well, let's see how this will go then. I know! Guess why there were no cookies at the bloody subway? The bears had already been there. Yes, he is Star Wars Rocks. Republic Saboteur. It's been hard so far.
I hoped it would be you. I've been looking forward to this. And Towered Air. Didn't you bring that old fool with you? I'm told he survived our last encounter.
Couldn't kill one poor old Jedi. You're slowing down in your old age.
Am I?
Alert. Shield power decreasing. Shield system failure imminent.
Shall we die together?
You think we'd give up so easily?
I think I will kill you easily.
Think
Just look how scared Arn looks. Come at me, bro. Exactly.
I should have known it wasn't just a story. If anyone could destroy him, it was you. No matter. I will not fail. Your shipyard will crumble. Your republic will burn.
This is again the wrong music in my opinion.
I will not fail.
Run, 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 run! Make it!
Shield power at 0%. Structural damage detected. Systems failures detected.
Oh man!
Systems failure. Systems failure. Failure.
Failure! Failure! What a failure!
All forces, objective complete. Regroup at RV Point, Auric.
Emergency response protocols. Search and rescue teams to your shuttles.
We've lost the battle, but we haven't lost our people. Move!
It sounds completely out of place. It happens sometimes, like the music just doesn't seem to fit there. And I don't know why, if it's because there's not any set music for that section. So sometimes it will be in various repeats and yeah, and they just, sometimes it just doesn't fit. Now we just have story left.
Commander, we need to meet. I would like to convey my master's congratulations on your recent success. We can use the same location as last time.
Do you have any idea where I am right now? I can't talk.
I know where you are at all times. Do not leave me waiting.
He knows where I'm at all time? What? Does he have a tracker on me?
Commander, good to see you still in one piece.
Tau escaped with only minor injuries. She'll be along shortly. Arn's recovery will take longer, but he'll be all right.
We still have teams searching the wreckage, but it would seem Malgus has escaped us once again. So many losses, and now the shipyard. It's hard to accept.
Malgus is the reason for all of this. What are we doing to track him down?
All of our remaining forces are on the alert. We haven't tracked any other ships leaving Corellia toward Imperial space. But with all of the damage, nothing is certain.
Without fresh ships, we have to put every major offensive on hold. It's gonna be a bloodbath out there. We were already behind in ship numbers and resources. Account for everything we lost in the battle, and we've got a tough run ahead of us.
This won't be the end of us, Chancellor. We'll find a way to keep going. We have to.
I know. You've got every bit of my faith. It's a good thing we've got the Alliance to back us up. We'll need your help now more than ever.
If I'd been brought in on this entire situation earlier, things would have worked out differently.
You might be right. So why don't I bring you in on our next initiative right now?
Task Force Nova, a joint military and civilian effort to help the Jedi rebuild their order.
My research suggests that there are still countless Jedi scattered across the galaxy. We will find them, and we will build them a new home.
Sure.
You're not planning to rebuild on Tython?
Tython will remain a stronghold of the Jedi, but we have been separated from the rest of the galaxy for too long. Our new home should be found amongst the people of the Republic, not
you now.
hidden away.
For the Republic to survive the troubles ahead, we need the Jedi back at full strength. And we can't make that happen without you and your alliance.
Master Nosteral and I will stay in contact as we work out the details. For now, rest and recover. You've earned it.
May the Force be with you, Commander.
Until next time.
I don't even get the choice if I want to be part of it like I would if I had been a loyalist. Mac K-Man, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Like, if you've been a loyalist, you have the choice whether you want to be part of it or not. Here it's like, you don't have a choice. You're only partly part of it.
The body count is too high.
Soldiers die in war. The reasons are immaterial.
Those people the imps bombarded on Corellia weren't soldiers.
Theron?
I know you didn't pull the trigger on all of those civilians, but you're helping the people who did. I trust you to make the right calls. But it doesn't seem like you can trust them to do the same.
Oh, he mad. I'm sorry, Theron.
A spy really should be more flexible. Shall we stop by the cantina? I understand one of the generals is offering free drinks for anyone with an impressive Corellia story.
I'm so sorry.
After the action we saw, we'll bankrupt the poor guy.
Well, if he wasn't ready for the risks, he shouldn't have started the tab.
That was not supposed to be there. He left.
Need a minute of your time.
By all means.
Arn is still in the med bay on one of the corvettes. They didn't want to risk moving him. Still a lot of work to do.
Oh no.
I tried to help him as we fell, to reach out in the Force, but we just weren't synced up. Even so, we both survived against Darth Malgus. That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been there. Thanks.
Oh man, you shouldn't thank me at all.
Do you know how long it'll be before Arn is on his feet again?
Weeks, probably. They might have to bring in a specialist from Daycot 7 to help with the cybernetics. Apparently they're pretty complex. There's one other thing we should talk about. When Arn and I were buried in all of that wreckage, we didn't dig ourselves out. We had help.
From who?
From them.
Kira Carson, Jedi Knight.
Lord Scourge. Not a Jedi Knight.
You attacked me on Mek Shaw.
And I gladly apologize. It was a necessary test.
A test that you passed.
What are you talking about?
The Emperor, Tenebrae, Vitiate, Valkorian, whatever his name. He was a part of you. We all felt his destruction, but he has always been a master of deceit. We had to be sure that he wasn't lingering in your mind, hidden, waiting to come out only in the most dire circumstances. Now, we are sure.
You try to kill me, and now you expect me to trust you, just like that.
I know it might be hard to believe, but we're all on the same side. I promise.
We can't risk saying more here. Let's travel to your base on Odessen. It should be safe for us to talk there.
About what?
The final gruesome weapon of Tenebrae.
Happy hands! Man.
Corellia has placed the Empire in a superb position. You are to be commended for ensuring that victory without compromising your cover.
Malgus tried to kill me!
Malgus almost killed me. Get your people on the same page. I'm on your side.
Malgus knows nothing of your true allegiance. My master and I guard that secret very closely.
Your master?
Darth Zarion. We meet at last. This task force you've been asked to join, it is rife with opportunity. Through you, our ancient enemies can finally be eliminated. Without their strongest defenders, the Republic will crumble into dust. Remain in contact. You may soon become the instrument of the Empire's ultimate victory.
Are you regretting now? I think he's regretting. We know that guy. We know that guy! We know him. That was pretty cool. Oh, here we go.
We're here. Now tell me what this is all about.
As I told you on Carrick Station, Tenebrae's last gruesome weapon. He sought immortality, but only his endless spite survives now. I was his most powerful servant once. His wrath.
Yeah.
But I learned of his true nature and plotted his downfall for centuries. Ultimately, I saw what had to be done, and betrayed my empire in order to destroy its creator. That is how I came to fight alongside Kira.
We fought the Emperor's servants constantly for years. We even thought we'd beaten him alongside my master. Then Yavin 4 happened. And Valkorion.
I received guidance from an old ally. Instead of seeking out our enemy in his current shell, you, as it turns out, we sought a different target. Tenebrae hid his original body where no one could harm it. As long as that body remained in stasis, the galaxy's greatest evil could never truly be killed.
Unless we destroyed Tenebrae, the fight against Valkorion would never really be over.
Since Valkorion is gone, I assume you succeeded.
We did. As we later learned, we destroyed his first body just as you purged the last vestige of his twisted spirit from your mind. That is when his final weapon was unleashed. A Sith ritual, carved into his very flesh, unleashed an ancient plague from every molecule of his decaying corpse.
We were both knocked out cold, comatose for more than a year. Satil Shan was the one who finally pulled us out of that nightmare, and started a new one.
Like you, Kira and I have both been vessels for a portion of Tenebrae's power. It acted as a sort of vaccine. But Satil had no such protection, nor did any of her followers. Within days, they were all laid low, trapped in a nightmarish slumber. In helping us, they are knowingly doomed themselves.
Sith rituals? A forced disease? I don't really see how I can help you with this.
You're the only one who can.
The infection is worsening. There is a darkness growing among the afflicted.
We can feel their minds connecting, communicating. We're afraid they might be merging somehow.
Merging into what? Another Valkorion? Is this plague bringing him back somehow?
It's too early to make that conclusion. Whatever it is immensely dangerous. We must stop it.
How?
We loaded Satil and all of her followers onto a transport to keep them quarantined, along with a few med droids to tend to them. The transport is programmed to fly a random course through unsettled sectors of the Outer Rim, all weeks away from civilization. I can send a signal to alter the course, bring it to another empty system that's closer so that we can meet it in a shuttle.
We board the ship and connect our minds with yours through the Force. Together, we will face this entity and purge it from existence. And if we cannot purge it, then we destroy the transport and hope we've ended the old monster's schemes forever.
What entity do you think it's gonna be? That's what's gonna be quite interesting.
We should just destroy the transport now. Send it crashing into a star.
And kill Master Satil and all of her students? Not a chance. If there's any hope of saving them, we have to try.
I must agree. We should try to develop a cure for the disease before destroying it. We cannot know for certain this will be the only outbreak.
It's the
It'll
virus!
take a while for the transport to come back into range. Mind if we stay here in the meantime? I'm no crasher. If you need any help while we're waiting, all you have to do is ask.
If it's a matter of fighting in your renewed war, leave me out. I have slain enough of my old comrades for 5 lifetimes.
Old softy.
Child.
I have a good feeling about this. Call if you need me.
Oh, man.